What are you doing when you're like, okay, I'm going to go into this process of like feeling my pain, feeling my suffering? Like if it's just you alone at home, how do you do it?
So there's two things I'll say. One is if it's just a simple process where you're tapping into your body, the key that I've learned is to not judge myself for what I am feeling or not feeling. There's times in the past where I do this kind of work and I'm like, oh, I'm not feeling it super strong and powerful. Does that mean I'm like, there's something wrong with me? But it's realizing that the more you put the awareness inside of your body, the more the energy goes there and the more you then start to become aware of what's there. So this isn't a practice I recommend someone doing once or twice. It's an ongoing thing where for 10, 15 minutes a day, you breathe and you breathe in and out through your nose. And then what you do is you put the awareness inside of your body and try to keep the breath continuous. So it's like, but not without like long breaks or breath holds necessarily, but it's like breathing to allow the energy to flow through and putting the awareness into the heart.
Breathing in through your nostrils or your mouth?
I do it through my nose, okay, personally. But the main practice is just putting the awareness inside of the body and then being aware of what am I feeling? What are the sensations in my body right now? What am I feeling? And then from there, it's the outside in the sense that what are the sensations in my body? What am I feeling? What is the feeling that's tied to the sensation? And then if you'd like, you can ask yourself, is there like a memory or some type of story, some type of mental mind thing that might be connected to it? And it'll help you kind of start to unravel this information. So simply putting the awareness inside of the body over time, just for 5 or 10 minutes a day, you start to become aware and you get better and better at having the awareness on the inner energetic field. I know Eckhart Tolle talks a lot about this, but it's like the inner body, just putting the awareness on the inner body brings awareness into the present moment. And the second thing I'll say is I'm a huge fan of just like breath work. So somatic release breath work is a practice that I really enjoy, and it's breathing in a specific pattern. The ceremonies are generally like an hour long, and it's breathing in a certain pattern where you have these big releases where you are able to express emotion that's been repressed. And for me, I've had some of my biggest breakthroughs have come through that kind of breath work, like breath work that involves breathing a lot of oxygen in that way. And I've had huge breakthroughs where then on the breakthrough that I have energetically then completely changes my life in very quick ways sometimes. But it's all for a bigger growth process.